So if you haven't heard already, Santander has just launched their 98% loan to value mortgages for first time buyers. That was a mouthful. So let's talk about it. By the way, my name's Ayo. I do personal finance content. So if that's interesting, follow for more. Now, of course, there's going to be mixed reviews about this, but let's get into the conditions and then talk about some pros and cons. Firstly, it's a 98% loan to value, which means that the deposit they're going to expect from you is 2% of the value of the house, but there is a minimum of £10,000. So it needs to be at least £10,000 deposit. This will not apply to new builds. It will not apply to flats. It will not apply to shared ownership. Be aware of that. This is for first-time buyers. So if you own a property already, then you will not be able to get this mortgage. Interest rate is 5.19% over 5 years. The minimum the house can cost is £190,001. The maximum is a 500k house. So let's get into the pros and cons. Good thing is, if you're a first-time buyer and you're just looking to get onto the property ladder really quickly, then this is an easier way to do that. You're not going to need to raise a huge deposit. They will accept if the deposit was a gift from family, even from friends. So that's, I guess, the positives. Negatives, 5.19% interest rate, significantly higher than the average interest rate right now. So a lot of money is going to be paid towards interest as opposed to the value of the house and actually building up equity there. And on the topic of equity, because the deposit is so low, there is a greater chance of going into negative equity. So if the value of your house goes down even a little bit, you already find yourself in negative, which is a horrible experience to have. This is a lot of borrowing for the average person. If you don't calculate properly, you might find yourself paying significantly more than what you were expecting to pay. And again, on the first point, find yourself making huge payments that are basically just going towards interest. So that's something else to be aware of. Overall, I think if it's done smartly, this can be a really good opportunity for people, but I definitely would say beware. Make sure you speak to a professional before taking this leap. It sounds amazing. I'm not going to say it's not amazing, but you should definitely be careful. Anyway, I talk personal finance, so if that's interesting, drop a follow. Peace.